Hi and welcome to Little Hatchlings Art Lessons. I'm Sarah Hatch and I'm here with my daughter, and today we're gonna draw a woodland
turkey.
Yeah, woodland turkey. And we're doing that in honor of the fact that it's Thanksgiving this week. So we're gonna be doing the turkey in the same style as we did our other woodland animals. So all you'll need is a pencil and colored pencils. All right, let's get going. We're gonna start by drawing its beak. So we draw an angled line down. I'm gonna make it nice and dark so you guys can see it. Okay, and then it's gonna come to a point, and then we're gonna bring it back up in this swooping shape. Good. And then we're gonna have it be a happy turkey, so its mouth is actually gonna be open. And so you make the little inside part of the mouth, and then the bottom part of the beak right there. All right, now we're gonna draw the red thing. Do you know what that's called?
The snoot.
Uh-huh. Just FYI, I looked it up later and it's actually the snood, and it's kind of like the wattle and the snood are combined in our picture. The wattle is the part like below the throat, and the snood is the part that goes over the beak. Nice and dark so you can see it. And then if your beak doesn't line up, you can finish lining it up. So now we're gonna draw the head. So from right here in front of the snoot, we start making a circle. And then I'm gonna skip a little area right here where there's gonna be a flower. I'll just like pencil that in so you can see where the flower will be on the turkey's head.
You can only see.
So you don't finish your circle, you continue it here and then stop, and then you're gonna start the neck. So the neck goes down and then curves out a little bit. So now I'm gonna draw the front part of the neck. It angles out a little bit. It's right across from the other side where it starts angling. I would make that a little skinnier. You want it to be kind of straight down from the neck. So I did straight down from your snoot. There you go, that's good. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna give the turkey a flower wreath too. So I'm gonna pencil that in. 3 flowers right here, but I'm not gonna make them dark. So now we're gonna make the body of the turkey. And to do that, we're gonna make a circular shape. And then the back of the turkey, a circular line that's gonna make kind of an oval shape. But there's a wing right here. And just a reminder, if you need to catch up, feel free to pause the movie and get caught up to where we're at. So you make a curved line up and over, and then you go swooping back here. Nice. And then we're gonna make a few feathers. So here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Okay, last one. You just make the feathers. You make 4 of them, and they all have that shape where it curves down, makes a diagonal line over, and then they go inwards. Like that. So the feet are made by we'll do the back foot first. So you draw 2 lines that are skinny down like that. And then you make this back claw and then make a little talon on it. And then you can draw a straight line across. And then we're making 3 toes. And I make them by making these square shapes, kind of like we did with the feathers. And then in front of them, I'm gonna draw little talons. And then this back leg, I'm gonna have it be at more of an angle. We're gonna angle this line down and then come back up a little bit. And then make 2 more toes beyond that one. And then come up and make your little talon. And then do the front talons too. All right, you ready to move on to the feathers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the way you do feathers is you start from the neck and we're making long, skinny rainbow shapes. And you just go up and down and up and down. And you can readjust your hand as you go around because you're changing direction of the feathers. And you want to go until you get to the middle part of that wing. Okay, good. And then behind these 2 feathers, we're gonna draw our first back feather. Here, let me darken these so you can see it better. We're coming up and out behind it. We're trying to have the feathers come up behind each of these other feathers. So, sweetie, look at this. You don't have to have them line up. You're okay, you can just keep going. But we're trying to have the feathers showing up in between. And some of those are gonna be more spaced out. And that's okay. And then this last one. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't explain that very well. Not right behind those feathers. You're doing them in between the 2 feathers. So see, like, these feathers come up, and then that's where these 2 lines meet up. That's right. So now we're doing our last set of feathers. And so we want this set to come up behind, let's see. We're not going to have it be in the windows of the other feathers like we did on the first 2 rows. We're just gonna try to keep these longer back feathers as close together as possible. And so that means it won't always line up in between each feather like it did on the previous row. And make sure you remember to change the direction of your hand so that you're getting it where you want it. That looks cool. Cool turkey. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pencil in the eyes. So the eyes are gonna be right here around the snoot. And if you want to leave a highlight in there, go ahead and do that. They're kind of small, so they might not have room for much of a highlight. Okay, all right. Plan out our stripes right now with pencil. That's a good idea. So you can draw a stripe all the way across until it reaches the end of that feather grouping. So we'll be filling in that one and that one. We're kind of go down in a diagonal. So then you skip and you'll fill in that one and go down in a diagonal. Then fill in that one. Oh, sorry, I didn't fill that one in. And then go down in a diagonal. And that will give it some variety of where the white pattern is. Okay, so now we're ready to do the flowers. So to make your flower, you make little petal marks that are closer together on the inside, and then they get farther apart as you go out. And then I'm gonna do one up here on the head.
Can you help sharpen this?
Generally, I like to do a darker color for the petal shapes, and then I fill it in with a lighter color. So then you can go in with a green and make a vine connecting them, and add in some leaves on the vine. Maybe we'll even make the base of a rosebud. Then I'll draw a rosebud in there. And then just more leaves and sprigs up here. And that gives it some nice, gives it a nice look. There's the green if you like it. I'll draw my rosebud going down. Okay, so here's a purple. If you want to do some purple in there. And then we can also do some of these flowers within the feathers. I think it'd look cool to have some hidden flowers tucked into the feathers. Those look so good. Sweetie, yours looks so great. I love them. So you want to keep in mind while you're doing yours that they kind of get hidden in the leaves. Okay, so while she's drawing hers, they get hidden within the feathers. So while she's doing her flowers, I'm going to show you guys how we're going to color We're gonna do a nice dark outline on the turkey feathers of this dark reddish brown. And then I'll just show the first 3 and then we'll do the rest in time lapse. And then you can color it in with the bottom part being darker, and then it'll get lighter as it goes up. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do the bottom row of turkey feathers. And then the middle row is a darker brown to outline this middle.
How do you do that?
It's with so this one's with like a reddish brown. And then this middle one will outline with a dark brown and then we're gonna come in with a sienna brown and just lightly fill in this middle section with that sienna brown, okay? And then you can even come over it with like an orangey brown. 2 layers always helps, whoa. 2 layers always helps give some really nice colors. And I think if you come over it with the yellowish brown after you've done the sienna brown, it'll look really good. Okay, and then with that yellowish brown, we're gonna do the bottom part of these last turkey feathers. And then you'll outline it with the sienna brown. Okay. So you'll outline it with the sienna brown. And then you'll come in with that yellowish brown. Do the bottom part. And then you can even come in with this little bit of orange, Spanish orange, and just fill that in the rest of the way. Just light touch. Okay, so that's how we're gonna color it. For the front turkey wing, we're gonna use the dark brown and we're gonna mix it with a dark Tuscan red. And so we're gonna do the whole turkey wing mixing dark brown and Tuscan red. And then we're gonna leave those white areas like I talked about before. We're gonna leave the white areas not filled in. And so that way it'll have a nice textured pattern. So yeah, like I said, going with 2 colors always helps it to look nicer. And this front turkey wing, we will probably want to even shade it with a bit of black around the bottom and the edges. Okay, so that's how we'll do the turkey wing. We want to take a blue and shade blue right around the eye. Just light touch around the eye. And that'll be a cool feature of the turkey. And then the snoot, you can outline it with red. I would actually come in with a little Tuscan red personally. And then you'll want to go over this outline with sienna brown. And then do a light coating of sienna brown all around the turkey body and head up till you get to the blue. Don't overlap the blue, just go right up next to it. Then after you've done the sienna brown, I think it would look good to come in with a little bit of the light brown too. So mix those up a little bit. And then the beak is orange and same as the feet. Okay, so now we're gonna switch it to time lapse and we're gonna color. Now don't let this time lapse fool you. Coloring actually takes a really long time, maybe even longer than drawing the actual turkey took. So take your time and have a lot of fun coloring. And if you want to use our pictures as a reference, go ahead and hit pause right now. Your woodland turkey is an actual woodland turkey. That's cool. I love the scene you made it in. We hope you had so much fun drawing your woodland turkey with us, and we hope you have a really happy Thanksgiving, whether you're eating a turkey or not. Maybe you won't want to eat a turkey after coloring. That's such a cute turkey, huh?
This would be a yummy turkey if you had it.
That's true. Nice and plump, huh? The next woodland animal you want to draw is?
A woodland bunny.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss our future videos, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.